What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome. This is your first visit. My name is Matt. On this channel, I review brand new cars. Today, I'm at Nissan of St. Augustine with this brand new 2026 Nissan Armada. This is the Platinum Reserve trim, top of the line model. And today, I'm going to take you on a full tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out, exterior, interior technology, and of course, a test drive. So if you enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Now let's get back to this. This new generation Armada was just redesigned last year. I've already done the SL, I've done the Pro 4X. This is the top of the line trim, the Platinum Reserve. For 2026, very few changes are coming to the lineup. One of the main ones is the introduction of the new trim, the Nismo trim, the more sport-oriented. Not sure if you need it on the big SUV like this. Let me know what you think about it. It's going to have some badging on the outside, some different interior, and also about 25 more horsepower. But before we get to all of the details and technicalities, let's take a look and see what we have on the exterior. And it is a large SUV. There's no hiding. It's about 80 inches wide without the mirrors. Let's take a look and see what we have. Large LED headlamps, daytime running lamps, turn signals. If we scroll down all the way here, we have this chrome trim piece, but right in the middle there, there's a set of fog lamps as well. Some sensors in the front here, and the bottom of this vehicle is covered in the same color as the top, which is the pearl white. Lots of shiny black in the grille with chrome Nissan logo inside, which you'll find the front-facing camera, and a very flat and large hood. Let's take a peek what's underneath it. And here the power comes from the 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 with 425 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. It has made it to a 9-speed automatic transmission. This vehicle is available as a rear-wheel drive, which is this one, also as a 4-wheel drive for an extra charge. Now, we also have 2 hood struts and some sound insulation, and we'll definitely check out the ride quality and the quietness of the cabin at the end of this video. But before we start driving, let's talk about the size and the dimension of this vehicle, because it's wide. 80 inches, as I mentioned before, is the width of it. 209 is the length of this vehicle, so definitely competes in the large SUV segment, and it looks it too. Now, this particular one has a two-tone paint, so you can see the shiny black at the top and the pearl white at the bottom. Really looks fantastic on this. Take a closer look to see the wheel and tires. This sits on 22-inch rims. I like that turbine design of it with the 2 colors of it, kind of the graphite gray with the polished aluminum. And then we have also the electronic adaptive air suspension on. Now, as far as the size of the tires on this particular one, we have 275 by 50 on 22-inch rim. And we also have this trim piece that's been with the Armada, I believe, since the inception as well. Fixed side steps on the side. We have the blacked out mirrors with the side view camera, turn signal, blind spot assist, proximity entry system on all 4 doors. So if you push this button, as long as the key is somewhere on you, you can lock or unlock the vehicle. And as you can see, the mirrors also fold or unfold. The bottom portion of the mirrors is surrounded by this satin chrome trim piece that ends right here with the Armada spelled out. The top of it is all nice and blacked out. And here is the rear of this vehicle. You can see the lights glowing. They're all LEDs, and we have this blade light. It goes around the entire vehicle. Armada spelled out, Nissan logo. Rear view camera here. The tow hitch is hidden underneath. About 8,500 pounds is the towing capacity. We also have some parking sensors, reflector lights up on top, a large gauge spoiler with a third brake light, and the wiper is hidden inside. Let's open this up and let's see what's going on the interior. And here behind that third row seat, we have about 20 cubic feet of storage, which is decent. It's a little bit more than on that Toyota Sequoia, but still lasting like a Tahoe or an Expedition. Let's see what else we have here. First of all, if you're looking for a spare tire, it is mounted underneath the vehicle, so it's not inside this compartment right here. underneath this floor, we only have just a little bit of storage just in case you want to put a purse or maybe something out of sight. On the side, we have the regular household outlet on one side. On the other side, we have several buttons. One of them is to control the height of this vehicle. If you need to load something and need the vehicle to be lowered because it has the adaptive air suspension, we can do that. And these buttons are designed to fold down the seats. Now, the third row seats is automatic, one-touch operation. The middle seats kind of spring-loaded, boom, loads it up. And then if all the seats are folded down, you have about 97 cubic feet of storage here. Now, let's take a look and see what's going on in the third row passenger compartment. So they have their own cup holders, the ability to recline and fold down the seat. And then also we have the USB charging. So definitely enough for 8 passengers, right? Now, how big are those passengers? We'll jump inside the third row seat, see if I can fit in there. And how do you get to the third row seat? Well, there's a lever on top. Okay, so you push on that, move the seat out of the way. That's going to give you just about enough room to get into this third row seat. Now, 2 settings, right? This seat can be folded in all the way back. And if I do that, I'm basically going to squash my knees, right? Now, I can redo it. Move the seat a little bit forward, maybe about an inch or so, because that's about what I need. And fold the seat in the position as such. And that's going to give me just enough room for me to be fairly comfortable. Now, not for a cross-country road trip, but for a short trip, for sure. Not bad at all. Now, as far as the headroom, I have about an inch. Yeah, maybe just about an inch and a half. Yeah, shoulder room is good. 3 kids can fit in comfortably. 2 adults, semi-comfortably, but that's not bad. Well, let's see what's going on in the second row seat. And here in the back seat, the situation is quite a bit different. Now, I'm still 6 feet tall, but now I have about 2.5 inches above my head. Fairly good shoulder room and decent leg room. Now, I can move the seat a little bit forward to give the rear passenger more room. Still not cramped, so that's good enough for a 6 foot tall adult. Now, let's check out how the rest of this interior looks. We're going to start right here with this rear door panel. Nice leather wrapped in here. We have this pretty cool trim pieces. With one thing that I'm missing is the sunshade here. I think that would be a good addition to it. Clip stereo, which is the high-end stereo with a lot of Nissan Infiniti are using. We have more storage at the bottom here. And looking inside, that's looking great. We have this leather appointed seats with this quilted pattern in here. We have some dual color stitching. As you can see, some of them are white, some of them are this kind of greenish yellow. And right here in the middle, you can open up these armrest, the cup holder. You can of course fold down the entire console if that's what you need, if you need something longer to fit through here. And now you have the captain chair, so you can even jump over it if you wanted to get to the third row seat. Flat floor, fairly flat floor, which is maximizes the room even for the third passenger right here in the middle. And right here you have your own controls for the climate control. And we have the heated seats, no ventilated seats even on this high-end trim. Not sure if that was an option, but we have the temperature control, fan control, and advanced control down here. You have 2 USB Type-C ports and the regular 12-volt power outlet. Kind of wish that there was another 120-volt outlet, the household one. And where are the vents? Because there are no vents in the console here. The only vents are up on top, right next to the door handles, and we have some illumination for that as well. Now in the seat backs, we have a little bit more storage with the seat back pockets, both driver and passenger seats. And just to show you, here's the sticker of it, because I didn't tell you the fuel economy. It is 18, 16 in the city, 20 on the expressway. And this is what we're looking at. 2026 Nissan Armada Platinum Reserve rear-wheel drive. Total MSRP on this car, $83,830. We're going to touch a little bit more on it as far as the pricing at the later portion of this video. But I want to point this out to the final assembly point is in Brunswick. So it is assembled right here in the United States. But before I get inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom, that's a heavy door and it feels good. Now we have the mirror window lock controls right here. We also have 2 memory seat settings. We have 1, 2, 3 speakers in this front door panel, and we have more storage. Armada that's illuminated on the door sill, and a 12-way power adjustment for both the driver and passenger seat. The 4-way lumbar, and we have massage function on both the driver and passenger as well. Now the seats are more contoured, more bolstered, and more comfortable than the back seats as well. They also are heated and ventilated as well. Let me show you one other thing. Right underneath this floating console, we have more storage that you can put something to keep out of sight. On the left-hand side, electronic parking brake, auto hold, and then we have the lane keep assist. We have the gate opener on this side. Very nice and powerful vent. We also have the tilt and telescoping function for the steering wheel. And let me show you the rest of this interior. Well, let's start with the sound of the closing door from the inside right here. Boom, and that is pretty nice and solid as well. And here it is, guys, the interior of this 2026 Nissan Armada Platinum Reserve, looking really good, looking very luxurious. We have some leather wrapping both and this portion of the dashboard as well as up on top. We have a very powerful vents, and it's kind of, I believe this is just a simulated wood grain. Maybe it's a real, I'm not sure. All right, so we have the two large screens and the head-up display. Both of the screens are 14.3 inches and the large head-up display up on top. The steering wheel, like I mentioned, tilt and telescoping steering wheel. We have the thicker portion right at the bottom, some thicker places on the side for a better grip. We have stitching on the inside, Nissan logo, some shiny black surroundings of it, which is not my thing. Like, see, if you want to identify me by my fingerprints right there, I left it, and everybody does as well. So you need to have a little bit of fiber, microfiber cloth every time you touch it. So make sure you keep one handy. So this is your cruise control settings, volume settings. On this side, we have the ability to control what's going on in the right screen or the left screen or the right screen. I'm getting my directions confused here. And of course, you have this little scroll that allows you to kind of pick whatever you want, see how it's moving. Now, if I want to select something, I'm just going to hit this now. Oh, no, Google, you can't help me. Cancel. There you go. It did. Thank you. All right, so we have the Nissan logo right in the middle and the big controls here. I apologize for the reflection. You can see my shirt. I'm sorry. Okay, so what do we have here? So right now it sees height control, because this vehicle does have the adaptive suspension with the height control. We can raise and lower this vehicle if you want to. What else do we have? Now we're going to this left screen so you can see what we can control. Drive computer, manual reset. Then we have the fuel economy, manual reset, and then height control back. Now we can also go left and right to see what's going on, tire pressure. And then I believe this is navigation. There you go, your navigation system, what's playing, your safety features, and settings. Okay, so pretty good. We'll see what's going on in the instrument cluster. Okay, I was wondering what that noise is, and this is the massage function that's going on right here in the back. Actually, it's kind of relaxing if I lean all the way back. But here is your main screen. Push this home button to get you to this main setup right here. I kind of wish that they eliminated this split between this. Like Genesis does it so nicely that it looks like one big screen. Nevertheless, I mean, it's not bad, right? So we have the ability to turn on the maps. This is Google-based infotainment system, and maps are really nice and vivid colors, visible, easy to use. So, I mean, there's really no complaints. Here, back to the home screen, as far as your radio, really nice and powerful stereo. Now I can't demonstrate it for you, well, for YouTube copyright policies. Plus, you know, if you play it on your speakers through your phone, you're probably not gonna get the full experience of it. So you gotta trust me, this is a nice audio system here. But as far as what's playing, you know, and what we have as far as the stations, so we have the AM, FM, favorites, more like this, podcast. I don't see a Sirius XM. There it is. So we have the Sirius XM as well. So Nissan decided to keep it, which is a good point, I think. So basically, here's your radio, your phone. We have the wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. If you don't like the Google-based maps, you can use your Apple CarPlay if you wanted to as well. Device is not connected right now. Here's your climate control. So it opens up this navigation. Basically, you can control your fan. You can control it through here. You can control it through the buttons at the bottom. Same thing with the temperature and some shortcut buttons for the rest of it. We have the Bio Cool. All right. Now we have more apps here. So Play Store, Google Assistant, Google Maps, Nissan Connect services, Alexa, MyQ, Garage. So it doesn't have, it has this rear view camera, yep, but it doesn't have the home link system anymore. We have the dash cam camera. I'll just show you in the, let's open this up. So we have this dash cam camera, which is right here. See, I'm putting my finger in here. Hello, it's right here. And this camera is also going to the rear, so we can see what's in the back. There's a camera, what's going on inside the cabin, right? So inside camera, hello. This look like filming the car. And let's turn this off. And so basically, you have the cameras all over the car. The file menu, record an event. Let's take a look at the settings. So here it is, auto record video. So we're gonna do on record sound, parking monitoring, recording at impact, recording time, video bitrate. So yes, perfect. So it has it. You can turn it on or off, but that's definitely a safety feature to have on the vehicle. Well, going back to the home screen and more apps. So you have the interior lights. It doesn't have the ambient lighting. Looks like it does, front and back. You can't see it right now, unfortunately. Let's see the brightness. Set the brightness all the way up. Still can't see it. I believe that's behind the screens here, and maybe we can do it in some different colors. Still can't see it. Okay. Well, I kind of wish that it had more colors than just these four, but it shows you where it's coming from, right? So you can see that's where the ambient lighting is, side of the doors, and underneath the dashboard somewhere here, but again, not visible at this light. Go back. One other thing I really want to check out is your rear view camera, and this is nice, very good visibility. We have the trajectory lines that are active, including the top trajectory lines. You can see the side camera. Well, this is the wide angle camera, I should say. And you can see the middle of this vehicle with this trajectory line as well. And here again, if you are trailering, this is something that's very useful. But overall, a good camera system. And then we have the front view camera as well, which you push the button here, and let's see what's going on in the front. 3D image. You can actually, can we move it around? Yes, we can move it around. See Toyota, see what I'm talking about? You can do that. And there's several different camera angles that you can see the vehicle from. There you go. Okay, we'll close this off. Scrolling down here. So that's how you turn on the camera. We have the regular volume and power knob right here. This is good. Seek track for your audio, heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, some shortcuts for the rest of the climate control. Here's your drive modes. Let's see what the drive modes are. I'm going to show you this on the screen because that's where it's going to display. So we have the snow, standard, eco, sport, and then we go to the tow mode. So those are the different drive modes. I believe the four-wheel drive, if I'm not mistaken, it's got some more terrain modes. Bunch of blank buttons here. So it's a fully loaded one, but it doesn't have everything. I wonder what else can be done here. That's probably for your maybe trail control or something to that effect as far as the four-wheel drive is concerned. So we have the push button as far as in the shifter, so parking, reverse, neutral, drive, and manual mode. And yes, we do have the pedal shifters in the back. So auto as far as the height control, and then auto off as far as that engine start stop button. Since 1951, in case you were wondering when Nissan started. Then we have the cup holders, and we also have the wireless charging pad. But if you didn't want to wirelessly charge it, we have the USB 1 and 2. And if you don't want to see it, you can close it. Armada, that's spelled out, push the button, and we have more storage right underneath here that's actually illuminated. And that's pretty much what's going on here. Let's move up on top. So you have this digital camera mirror, which is really nice, and you can set up the menu, adjust it up and down brightness, etc. We're gonna just click OK off of it. And then this is your dash camera, of course, sunglasses holder, LED lights. You can turn it on when the doors are open, turn it off, however you want to set it up. We have the, oh, there's your home link system. So you can have the MyQ app, or you can have the home link system. That's really good that they didn't forget about this. And here is the sunshade that opens up for the sunroof. Sunroof can be slid open, or it has a tilt feature as well. We have a bit of the windscreen, and here's that tilt feature. Not a lot, doesn't seem like it opens quite a bit, but okay, close this off. And here it is, guys, the interior of this 2026 Nissan Armada Platinum Reserve. Talk about pricing, take it for a spin. Of course, before we start driving, I'm here on Nissan's website, and there are several different trim levels. The base one is SV, two-wheel drive at 58,840, SL, two-wheel drive at 63,530, Platinum 70,490. That's two-wheel drive as well. Pro 4X is the only one that's standard with the four-wheel drive, 74,300. Platinum Reserve, which is this one, with two-wheel drive starting at 77,550. Now, you already seen this MSRP on this one, including the destination and everything, about 83,800. So there's definitely pricey, but it starts at the, $56,000, so $59,000 with all-wheel drive. This is not a bad starting point for a full size for a large truck. Now, let's talk about the segment. So this vehicle competes alongside with Chevy Tahoe and Ford Expedition, the Wagoneer, and Toyota Sequoia. Those are the main competitors in the segment, large SUV segment that's non-premium, which it could be, right? Now, looking at this Platinum Reserve, looking at some of the top-level trims at the Tahoe, there's nothing really that's not premium other than, of course, the name of this vehicle or the brand. But they're all striving to put their best foot forward and go after the customer in the segment, right? And I just recently reviewed a brand new Toyota Sequoia. Not too long ago, we did the Tahoe. We also did the Ford Expedition. So every manufacturer has something to offer to their clientele. Whether this would be the right choice for you, or would you go with something else, that's really an individual choice. Now, there are several different aspects where I look at the SUVs. What's important, right? First of all, if you're looking for a large SUV, there's got to be a reason for it, right? So you either have a large family, or you need a lot of space for whatever that is that you need space, whether it's cargo or more passengers because you have some maybe business arrangements or something. So definitely this is one reason why people look for the large SUVs. And the Tahoe, as well as the Ford Expedition, of course, and the Wagoneer, they have the extended versions of their already large SUVs. So if that's important to you, this might be something that you look for. Toyota Sequoia, as nice as it is, it lacks on the cargo space, and it's probably the last one in the segment. Now, Tahoe is really nice. The Wagoneer is really nice. The Expedition is really nice. So is the Armada. Which one would you choose? Would you go with the Nissan, or would you go with something else, and why? But let's talk about driving this vehicle, because it's really nice. It's very nice. It's quiet on the inside. The quiet cabin, it's definitely a big plus. In my book, we also have a very nice adaptive suspension that absorbs the imperfections and the road, even on this 22-inch wheels. Now, once you get up to speed, there's very little noise that's coming to the cabin. We're definitely going to check out and see how the acceleration is on this vehicle. About 6.9 seconds, I believe. That's where it was rated at. I mean, is it super important for a large vehicle to be very fast? Well, not really, but if you needed more power, the Nismo, as I mentioned, is another trim that Nissan is coming out with. about 25 more horsepower, that it's going to have some cooler looking, sportier exterior, that type of stuff. So if that's important to you, you might want to check out this. Now, towing, you know, if you're looking at the large SUV, you might have to tow something, right? Let's stop really quick and let's go. Oh, this is nice and smooth. That twin turbocharged V6 definitely does not lack power, and that 9-speed, it's very nicely paired with this engine as well. So definitely not bad at all. And catching up with traffic, that wouldn't be an issue. Merging in traffic wouldn't be an issue. Now, probably not going to race many of the light to light races, but it's definitely a nice driving SUV. But going back to the towing, so we have about 8,500 pounds. We have the Expedition that tops up at about 9,500 pounds. And of course, the Sequoia is about 9,000 pounds. So this one kind of falls at the bottom range of the category. I think the base Tahoe is about 8,400 pounds, so just about the same thing. But how often do you trailer or do you tow something? Well, I don't know. That's why I said that's different for everyone. Well, guys, this is it. This is the 2026 Nissan Armada Platinum Reserve. This one is a two-wheel drive. I think it's definitely a nice offering Nissan lineup. Let me know what you think about it. Would you buy this? Would you buy something else? Thank you very much for watching. If you liked anything about this video, don't forget to give me a like. And if you'd like to see more automotive content, consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.